Wedding Crashers is a 2005 American romantic comedy film directed by David Dobkin and starring Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn. The movie tells the story of two friends, John Beckwith, Owen Wilson, and Jeremy Gray, Vince Vaughn, who crash weddings to meet and hook up with women. However, their plans are complicated when John falls in love with one of the bridesmaids, Claire Cleary, Rachel McAdams. Now, we will explore why Wedding Crashers may be considered one of the greatest pieces of cinema, and how the actors elevated the film. One of the reasons why Wedding Crashers may be considered one of the greatest pieces of cinema is the chemistry between the two lead actors, Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn. Wilson and Vaughn had worked together previously in the movie Zoolander, and their chemistry in that movie was evident. In Wedding Crashers, their chemistry was even more apparent, and their banter and comedic timing were a highlight of the film. The two actors were able to play off each other in a way that made their friendship believable and relatable, and their performances were a key reason why the movie was so successful. Another reason why Wedding Crashers may be considered one of the greatest pieces of cinema is the writing. The screenplay, written by Steve Faber and Bob Fisher, was sharp and witty, and the dialogue was memorable. The movie was able to balance comedy and romance in a way that was both entertaining and engaging, and the story was able to keep the audience's attention from start to finish. The writing was a key reason why the movie was so successful, and it was able to elevate the performances of the actors. One of the standout performances in Wedding Crashers was Rachel McAdams, who played the role of Claire Cleary. McAdams was able to bring a sense of depth to the character, and her chemistry with Owen Wilson was palpable. McAdams was able to convey the emotions of the character in a way that was both believable and relatable, and her performance was a key reason why the romantic aspect of the movie was so successful. Another actor who deserves mention is Christopher Walken, who played the role of Secretary Cleary. Walken is known for his unique delivery and comedic timing, and his performance in Wedding Crashers was no exception. Walken was able to bring a sense of humor to the movie, and his scenes were some of the most memorable in the film. His performance was a reminder of how important it is to have experienced actors in a movie, and how they can elevate the film with their presence alone. Isla Fisher, who played the role of Gloria Cleary, was another actor who elevated the film. Fisher was relatively unknown at the time of the movie's release, but her performance in the film showed that she was a talented actor. Fisher's portrayal of Gloria Cleary was over the top and zany, and she was able to bring a sense of humor to the movie that was both entertaining and engaging. Her performance was a reminder of how important it is to have actors who are willing to take risks and push the boundaries of their roles. In addition to the actors mentioned above, there were several other actors who played smaller roles in the film but still managed to elevate it. Bradley Cooper, who played the role of Sack Lodge, was able to bring a sense of intensity to the movie, making his scenes some of the most memorable in the film. Jane Seymour, who played the role of Kathleen Cleary, was able to bring a sense of elegance to the movie, and her chemistry with Christopher Walken was a highlight of the film. Overall, Wedding Crashers may be considered one of the greatest pieces of cinema because of its writing, direction, and the performances of the actors. The chemistry between Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn was a highlight of the film, and the writing was sharp and witty. Rachel McAdams was able to bring a sense of depth to the character of Claire Cleary, and Christopher Walken was able to inject a sense of humor into the movie. Isla Fisher was over the top and zany, and the chemistry between the actors was palpable. The movie was able to balance comedy and romance in a way that was both entertaining and engaging, and it remains a classic romantic comedy to this day.